should be active. Let me see. Okay, now it's saying I'm live. There we go. Now it's showing that I'm live. I should be. Alright, microphone levels looking pretty good. Stream looks healthy. Everything should be fully functioning from there. I know it's been a while, but what's good, everyone? Night Edge here. And welcome to pretty much an update stream. I know it's been like, what, 2 months? It's been a while. It's been, damn. At least it hasn't been 6. Ooh, don't have to go that far again. So let's see, before we get to pretty much the meat of the live stream, let's see who's in it today. What's good, Hulkster? Yeah, I know it's been a while. What's up, Black Wolf? Was Ninja? Oh, you changed your name. I'm surprised. If you didn't keep that Keandre name, I probably would have lost you, but I recognize you. I know. Sorry that you missed me. It's been a grip. You began, okay. Borel, sorry if I mispronounced your name. You began playing Marvel games in 96 when you was younger. 96. Then what kind of Marvel games are, well, the fighting games would be one of them. Probably the Marvel, like the X-Men games as well. That terrible Hulk game that was on PS1. Alright, Cameron said he won't be here today. Was good. Timothy, Coco, Elexbart, Timon. It's good. Benjamin. Yeah, I put it in slow mode just in case if there was like questions, and I wanted to make sure that I read as much of them as possible. Let's see. Macau is here. Was good to you. And let's see who else. Flame Gamer, present. D4 Gamer 2010. Welcome to the stream. Juanita Britt, how you doing? And let's see, just making sure I'm getting a Jailbird. Hey, what's up? Hey, I miss you too, man. It's been a while, I know, right? It's been 2 months since I did a live stream. Last one being Bayonetta. So I can never get tired of that wallpaper. Neither can I. I'll stop. Hey, what's good, Ricky? What's up? Okay, can you guys hear me well before I start talking real quick? I just gotta make sure if you guys can hear me well. I mean, OBS is telling me that it's active, but I want to make sure that you guys can hear me well. Dang, this microphone can be a little too good sometimes. Let me turn that down a bit. Oh, you're in Chicago. Dang, it must be nice out there. All right, you can hear me well. All right, thank you, Timon. All right, so can you, Borel? Well, dang, this microphone can be a little... Oh, yeah, the echo. I forgot that it would echo. You guys should be able to still hear me, though. It's good, Ninja. I miss you too, man. Audio is good. All right, good to know. All right. I guess it's time for us to get to it then. I think this is a good amount. Yeah, it's been a minute. The stream, I do not intend for it to be too long, but if you guys want to talk about a few things, I'm fine with that, but only after I get done with a few things I need to say. Now, I've seen in some people don't know what's been going on. It kind of makes sense. Not many people see the community posts, or they simply can't because of their internet. That's why I have the Discord server. So for those of you who don't know for certain, I have a Discord server. I've been still active, just mainly on the server. Those in the server can let you know. My server link to the Discord server, if you wish to join, is in the description. If you guys wish to contact me directly, I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram. Also in the description, you go to the link tree and it'll show you everything you need to see. From there, You'll be able to pretty much follow me there, message me directly in case you want like some updates or you want to ask me a specific question that you can't do because I'm not streaming. That's fine by me. That was the whole point of the social media, right? But Discord is pretty much where all of us can pretty much still get together without it being a stream. Again, link in the description. Shout out to, of course, Scotty for making the Discord for me probably a year or two back. And special shout out to Macau for pretty much being extremely active on that Discord. I gotta give it to you, Macau. You were definitely the most active person I've seen on that server. So I would love to thank you personally. Sorry, give me one moment. I just got done. I had to drive real quick. I'm about to get a sip. Okay, that's decent. I don't really like cola. McDonald's accidentally gave me Coca-Cola when I didn't ask for it, but I said fuck it because it was free. So, you know, accidents happen, so I consider it a good day. Let's see. I've been good, Black Dice. How about yourself? Night, while you were out, I've been binge watching Maury. Damn. I do know that he retired. I mean, God bless him for lasting as long as he did. That mofo lasted since I was a baby and still kept going to my adulthood. That's dedication. Jerry Springer ain't going to be too far behind, so cherish it while you guys can. I've been watching your Arkham games during your hiatus. Oh, really, Jailbird? All right. Well, I thank you for at least, you know, keeping on watching the channel. You guys want to know what surprised me the most? During my 2-week hiatus, I really thought that the channel was going to actually take a little tank because I wasn't uploading. But surprisingly enough, there was still a good amount of people watching and subbing. Like, it's crazy. I do have to thank you all for still actually keeping the channel alive as much as I didn't want to take the hiatus. Now, let's get to it. Main reason why I had to take the hiatus, for those of you that don't know, I had a car accident in November, unfortunately. As much it was against, it's pretty much something that you can't handle, right? The dude hit me, he ran out the car, and here I am dealing with a Nissan Altima that was pretty much done. So after getting injured, it took a month off from me because I had to heal up. I had a sprained, what was it? What did the doctor say? I had a sprained spine and chest contusions. So I had to heal up for about a month, if I recall. But I didn't let that get me down. I tried my best to get back to work because unfortunately, when it comes to bills, they don't give a fuck if you're injured or not. They still want their money. Life, ain't it? It's like, hey, you still alive, right? But like, yeah, well, guess what? You still gotta pay these bills, motherfucker. That's why these mofos don't play. So I ended up getting backed up on a few things because of that damn injury. That wasn't my fault. I eventually got another car. That took 2 months into itself. So after all that, I just ended up realizing I had a lot of shit to catch up on. I had to get another job. And a lot of shit just happened. I couldn't do any requested games anymore. I had to start working this other job. At the end of it, I will admit, it became too overwhelming. I had to give up something. Obviously, I can't give up the job. You need money. So I just decided to go on hiatus for a bit. I was hoping the hiatus wasn't going to last, like what? Like, I remember the first time I took the hiatus back in 2017. That was, what was it? It was 2017. I had to take one, but that's for moving reasons at the time. So I was in a moving situation. This one is just financial, which I'm stable now. I was able to get all my shit together, caught up on everything, and believe me, it wasn't easy. Working 6 days a week. Whew. Oh boy. And I decided to travel again. Like, I'll go back to one of my past jobs. I said, you know what, fuck it. It gave me the most money in a week. And it still holds true. I needed to do it. So, oh, excuse me. Damn, this cola. So, I did what I had to do. Now that I'm caught up with everything, I should be able to do what I wasn't able to before. Now that you guys know about that situation, I just never forget about my favorite YouTuber. Oh, thank you, Joe, but really appreciate it. And I ain't forget about you guys. I mean, I said I've still seen a few of you guys comment on the past videos that I've did. I'm glad that the channel is still, you know, alive and was alive and prospering when I was gone. Wait here. Let me see. Yeah, Alpha, Dark Knight Returns. I'm doing all right. Holy crap, glad you're better now. Yeah, thanks, Max Clark. I'm glad too. I'm just glad that the car crash didn't, you know, obviously put me in like permanent damage. I was able to get back into strengths pretty quickly. It just took a little time because of the sprained spine. So it affected me a little at my job, but after a while, I was okay. I was moving again. Hey, Knight, I played Fall of Cybertron on the Xbox and I still enjoy the game because it is fun. All right, okay, good to know. You said Fall. Which one am I playing? War? Yeah, I'm playing War. I just recently bought that game. Shout out to Keckers for helping me get the game. Because as far as, I mean, you guys know, if you guys seen the Transformer video, he is a huge Transformers fan. I think he knows everything probably about Transformers. Which makes sense. I mean, Transformers was popular in his era. In mine, it was the Power Rangers. Ugh. I don't know if we'll be working together again. He was supposed to upload a video of his perspective. He just hasn't gotten around to it yet, but very soon when he does, I'll be sure to let you guys know through the community post and the Discord server. Have I seen Sonic Movie 2? Yes, I did, Juanita. I actually enjoyed it. Me and Boss Joel actually seen it together. I actually took him out. So we can watch the movie. He's not a big Sonic fan, but I was thinking like, you know what? It's still an animated movie. Maybe he'll still like it. And he did. And then how ironic that Sonic Origins got announced, which is supposed to be like a remaster of the original Sonic games, except they added some new animations, some new cutscenes. So it warrants me, I gotta play it. I mean, I grew up on the original Sonic games. It was one of the first games I played when I was a kid, learning how to actually hold a controller. Besides Mario, Sonic was a good one. My big bro played Sonic. Like, that's his game. So I can't wait until Origins comes out. I'm definitely going to get it on my PS5 when the time comes. What is my old job? My old job, Black Dice, was me giving off pretty much phones to the community. We traveled to do it, so that's pretty much it. There's nothing much to it. The job pays as pretty good, I might add. Much better than any warehouse job I've ever been. You don't have to work anywhere near as hard. Very good paying job. I only got it because one of my close friends that I used to work with originally, when I started the job, decided to build up his own company, and he was just his wife asked me. And I was like, at first I didn't want to do it, but then I said, fuck, I needed the money. So I did it. And truthfully, I don't regret it too much. The only thing that sucks is just driving from place per place. But other than that, the job got my bills up and now I'm caught up. So I can't complain. I really can't. So it was like a blessing in disguise, you know, like God had the answer. Like, hey, I know you down. Let me send someone to help you get back up. It just felt right because the timing was just, it was sitcom level of perfect. Like, you would see something in a sitcom where you would say, oh, that's convenient. That's what happened with me. It's insane. Like, sometimes that high level of convenience is real. People might say, oh, that can only happen in sitcoms. No, you'll be surprised how often you will find yourself getting out of a situation because of a convenient situation that happened prior. It's insane. Am I getting the TMNT game? Not sure yet. I wouldn't say I'm a huge Turtles fan, but I don't mind playing their games. I mean, this one looks like it's based off the Super NES games, which were good. So, hey, I mean, if anything, maybe if Keckers and Bossman, if we decide to all get the games on the same console, then I don't mind getting it if we can all play it. I would love to play the games with them. Like with me and Keckers did when we played Streets of Rage. And what's my score for the Batman movie? I would give it an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I've seen that movie twice. And for those of you that don't know, yes, I've seen that 3-hour movie twice. One again with Boss Joel and the other one with Who Man. Because Who Man asked me, he was like, hey, do you want to see the Batman movie? I'm sitting there like, I even told him like, dang, I already seen it already, but you're asking me, so I'm not going to say no. You asked me for a reason. You want me to go with you. And I enjoyed the movie so much, I didn't mind watching it again. It's one of those movies that you have to see it again, just so you could get a better understanding. Because the first movie is 3 hours. I mean, no, not movie. The first viewing is 3 hours long. So you got to take all that shit in all at once. So the second viewing, it made it easier, and it didn't feel as long as the second time. I don't know if I'll watch your whole live stream because I have school tomorrow. I mean, that's... Oh, you must be in a different time zone. But that's fine, Tyson. I don't plan on this being long. I'm not playing a game. This is just me giving you guys some updates. And in a moment, I'm about to explain some channel changes. Let me just read a couple of your comments, and then we'll get to that point. Hey, what's good, Autism Nerd 15? How you doing today? What movies did you watch during hiatus? Unfortunately, Sonic Origins has some backlash for its different editions and its content. I mean, people like to backlash everything. Just wait until the thing comes out. It looks good enough for me. I'd rather it have something different to be the exact same game. We already have a Sonic Mega Collection Plus, which I do own for the PlayStation 2. I would love for them to add something new. Because as much as I did enjoy playing a little bit of the Spyro remaster with the up-to-date technology, I deep down wanted some new shit. It felt like I was playing the PS1 versions all over again. I mean, that was the goal. But it just felt like they did it too much to a T. Which is why I kind of respect the Final Fantasy VII remake a little more. They did something different, which allowed the Final Fantasy VII fans to actually experience something that wasn't down to a T. So they ended up getting something new. And I respect it for it. I mean, you can't just keep giving us the same thing. And now I've read up to that Max Payne is going to get a remaster or a remake, technically 1 and 2. Those games, I don't mind if they do a few different things because it kind of needs it. But I love the fact that they're giving Max Payne some recognition again. I'm definitely going to play those games when they drop. Max Payne is my dude. I'll be sure to give you guys the PlayStation 2 gameplays before those drop. It was good surprise, Vegeta. How did I like the Batman movie? That movie was great. I enjoyed every minute of it. Hulk is still my hero. Yeah, Hulk my dude. Mr. Bitches. Where are the bitches? Hulk need bitches. Oh, man. I miss doing that. Let's see. Hey, does anyone hear Will Smith slap Chris Rock? Man, at this point, Leslie, how do we not? That shit was all over the place. One little fucking slap and everybody lost their mind. They acted like Will Smith came to Chris Rock and beat the shit out of him and curb stomped him or something. He just slapped him. It's no big deal. Even Chris Rock laughed it off. I mean, I know he was stunned. I would have been too. I would have dropped Will Smith. I'd have been known as the dude who dropped Will Smith on stage. But that's why Chris Rock is better than me. He didn't feel he needed to put he had to be professional. You can't be beaten because guess what? He would have gotten, if he would have fought back, his consequences would have been just as bad as Will. So he just said, you know what? I'm going to win the long battle, which he did. Now he's banned from the Oscars for 10 years. And Chris Rock can still go. So at the end of it, people can make those memes all they want of Chris Rock being slapped, but he won the long term. Will Smith, most of his movies got pulled, canceled, and he can't attend the Oscars. And people are now going to be seeing him as the angry dude who lost his cool on stage. Chris Rock was the winner. I don't care what anybody says. That's just my take on it. Let's see. All I can say about that is Will should have just talked to him after the award ceremony or during commercial break. Just talk, never get physical. Yeah, ain't that a fact? If it was anybody else, they would have kicked him out. But since it was Will Smith and he had power, they weren't touching Will. That's why he got away with it. That's why he stayed in the front row after he did it. He made everything awkward, but nobody could still touch him. That's how much power Will got. Ain't that some shit? He should have talked to him, though. That's something I would have did, but You know, I mean, I understand his wife had alopecia, but yeah, that's something you should have did behind the scenes because he got recorded worldwide. This dude got caught beyond 4K. He fucked up. That's why look at him now. He's going into rehab. I'm glad Remedy are remastering Max Payne 1 and 2. They are not the mobile game guys. Nah, don't worry. We didn't get mobile games with Max Payne 1 and 2, so we should be fine. With those, we got Game Boy versions of the games, but yeah, don't port that. Don't port that. Let's see. Now, whenever a fictional character slaps another character, people will say he straight up Will Smith that man. And that's sad but true. Will Smith created a moment. The same way people will shoot a basketball and yell Kobe, the moment a slap occurs, oh shit, he Will Smithed him. Oh man, I wouldn't want to be known for that. I mean, we all know him as the Fresh Prince. We all know him, well, for some in the superhero lines as Deadshot. The dude who did Hancock, if you want to go that far, but I don't want to be known as the man who pretty much did a slap during an Oscars. Oh, no. All right, but now it's time for us to go for the updates. Yeah, because I decided right now, I wanted to say this right now. I decided to add like a new rule to the live when we do live streams in the future. Okay, for right now, I'm thinking about making live streams on Saturdays instead of Fridays because unfortunately, like I mentioned, the other job that I'm working, I work there on Fridays. And when I come back, because I travel, I'm tired. I don't want to do what I did one time during that Batman Arkham Origin stream where I was so tired that I couldn't even perform at ability. It was bad. I don't like performing like that because then I feel like I'm doing it half-ass. So Saturdays, I'm more than free. So live streams will most likely be going to Saturdays. The times, I'm going to try to, again, still make it like 5 p.m. At least 5, the latest being 8 p.m. Because I know people got to go to bed. I got to go to bed. I can't be staying up all night. I don't know how Boss Joel does it. That man could go to 3 a.m. That dude did a 10-hour. He does 10-hour streams. I can barely do 5. That's only because of the fact that after a while, I just start getting tired. That man can go. But then again, most of his gameplays rely on live streaming. So that's why he could do it. I like to pre-record because I feel that live stream should be once a week just so I don't suffer from burnout. That's just how I want it to be set up. Because live streaming, you got to do everything in an instant, live, on screen. But pre-recorded, I can go at my own pace. I feel that's easier for me. I mean, editing is a pain in the ass, but again, I can still go at my own pace. Live streaming, then and there. So live streams will most likely going to be... let's see. The last thing we want is for you to fall asleep during the stream. Yeah, that would suck. I was very close during that Batman Arkham Origins live stream that I almost passed out. That would be embarrassing for me to just play the game. Then all of a sudden you see the character stop and then you're wondering, hey, what happened to Night Edge? Oh, mud butt. Now, okay, that was a joke. But if you guys get the reference, man, you're very cultured. But that would suck. I don't want to do that. Not to you guys. Nah. No good to tire yourself out. Nope, not at all. So I'd rather be 100% ready to play. Let's see. Hey, Nat, I have big news. Your boy now knows how to parallel park. I'm very close to getting my... Oh, shoot. Okay, Jalen. Congratulations. Give you a whole size round of applause for that one. Yeah. That's a good one now. Go ahead. Keep mastering. But be very careful. Even though you learn how to parallel park, be very careful when you do go into the shoe. Don't hit the bumpers of the car because that person's up in that car, man. They ain't going to hesitate to come out and try to get you for your money. Everybody trying to get money the quick way these damn days. Just be very careful, protect yourself, and have car insurance. Definitely get car insurance. Do not wait. Because trust me, you're going to regret it. You just hear a thud, then someone snoring. Night Edge, did you hear about Street Fighter 6? Yes, I did. Man, Ryu, big ass. Oh my gosh. I just saw the trailer and I'm looking at this man like, damn, my boy Ryu just flexing on us, his back. Obviously, my man's decided to go and do the Chris Redfield workout routine. He obviously took his protein shakes, boulder punching exercises, and now look at him. He's ready to bench press people. I'm like, what the hell happened to Ryu? I mean, Ryu's arms were always massive. Let's get that straight. My boy had the arms, but now he's got the chest, the back, the beef. He is just ready. He is ready to whoop ass. I might actually get Street Fighter 6. I mean, I'm more of a Tekken gamer, but so far, you know, I still have a soft spot for Street Fighter. I'm not as good at it. I mean, Who-Man, that's his game. Who-Man can whoop my ass in Street Fighter, but I can whoop his ass in Tekken. So it kind of evens out, ironically. He's good at Soul Calibur as well, but we could actually go almost even in that one. Ryu is an absolute unit. Man, my man is just ready. He's like, now you guys have to pick me. If Ryu is that big, Akuma is going to be a different breed. They like, now we're going to use that good, I don't know, are they using the Resident Evil engine? Because that shit is going to look insane. They're going to look weird though, because they usually have that more animated look, but if they're going to be looking more realistic, they're gonna look a little weird. I don't know if they're gonna use like real face models like they did with Devil May Cry 5 and obviously Resident Evil 7 and 8. But we'll see where they go. Chris punches boulders for a living. I mean, he must. Hell, Heisenberg knew he punched boulders, so he must be doing that shit as a workout routine. I don't give a fuck. That's my headcanon. Ryu grown up from a man to a king. Yes, Black Dice. Knight, I don't know if you read my other comment, but I swear the Arkham Batman is not human. He just will stay down or dead. Man, why do you think I say he's one of the more broken incarnations? This motherfucker got smashed through walls. Still was able to get up and continue his journey like nothing happened. Hell, the Bane broke his damn back in Arkham Origins in his beginning years, and he still was able to finish the fight. Hulk punching time, Superman reversing time, Knuckles punching supersonic. Yes, very unexplainable things that happen because reasons. Which is more cringe in a movie? An American doing a British accent or a British doing an American accent? It actually depends on the actor, Timothy, because we've seen how Tom Holland is. He's British, but he got that American New York accent down to a T. And Hugh Jackman is definitely another one. He's Australian. And when he's Wolverine, his Australian accent is gone. Like, I remember seeing him on Raw when I was younger, when X-Men Origins was still new and before it got all the hate it got. And he came down to the WWE ring, and when he was starting to speak, I was like, what the fuck? He sounds like this? Mofo had an Australian accent out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay. He doesn't sound like the Wolverine character. He could just bring it out. It's amazing how straight he sounds when he ditches the accent completely for a movie role. That's impressive. Who plays King of Fighters 15? Sad to say I didn't, but I've seen that as a good game. I've seen that it looks pretty good. Let's see. Now I'm expecting DMC6 to have Dante, Nero, Virgil to get big. Chris did. Now Ryu, I think it'll happen. Nah, they can't. Those are the type of characters that can't have extremely muscular physiques. It just won't look right, especially with all the movesets. I mean, the biggest that I've seen Dante be in Devil May Cry was 2. Because if you look at his Devil May Cry 2 model, the dude had some shoulders. I mean, Dante looked kind of muscular in DMC 2. But other than that, in the other games, he didn't look anywhere near as big. I would say Virgil was kind of big when he was Nilo Angelo, but that was about it. Nero was never big. It just won't fit them. Arkham Bats even resisted the Titan serum. He did, but he still had to use the antidote if you remember. But that's the thing about Batman, his willpower. He would have transformed though over time, but this is also the same motherfucker who got poisoned and still was able to still fight at top ability for a good length of the damn game. Wow, poison. You wouldn't think he was poisoned if the game didn't tell you. Motherfucker was still pressing on like, I'll make it because I said so. I'm Batman. Okay. Now, I think I spoke with the chat. Okay, now, obviously regarding the new rule that I'm going to be implementing in live streams, starting, well, the next stream that I do, which will probably be, let's see, today is the 24th. May 1st is on a Sunday, so the next live stream will be Saturday in May. So, okay, here's one of the newer rules that I'm gonna say. Me and Boss Man were talking about this, and I feel that he was right, because at first I was thinking like, it ain't that big of a deal, but then when he was breaking it down, he made me realize, okay, he might be right about a few things. And at the same time, he made me start to think of the past live streams where it did happen. You guys are wondering, obviously, what I'm talking about. So here it is. There are some times when maybe some people in the live streams, they bring up personal stuff. I don't blame you guys. I mean, sometimes you just feel like you want someone to talk to. But even he admitted, and even I think that it does happen a little too frequent, that it does detract a little from the stream. I'm just trying to play a game, but then it just feels like that something down and negative is happening. I am going to ask in future live streams that if we can keep like, personal stuff out from the streams. If you guys wish to talk about something personal, you can always join my Discord server. We could talk it there, which is fine. Instagram, obviously, my Twitter. I don't mind talking to you personally, or if you want to still talk within a group, Discord is there. And again, for those of you that don't know, link is in the description, because I can't tell you how many people just ask about where the link is, and it's in the description. I don't know how people keep missing the description box, but I'm not trying to be negative about it, but after what Boss Man said, he was kind of right. I feel like that if people are having some hardships, it's fine. Just message me directly. Just try to keep it out from the streams from now on. If I do see it in the streams, I'll give you a warning, to be fair, because it'll be new. But if it does keep happening, I'll have no choice but to ban you from the stream. I don't like doing that to people. I want everyone to experience, the entertainment on this channel. But I feel like I can't do that, because then people sometimes just go about it. And then I remember at one point, someone got insulted on the stream because they brought up the personal information. Now this other person was insulting him about it. And then it just became a fight because of it. And I'm not on it because I'm playing a game, so I'm missing out. And then when I do see it, it's like now the stream is already infected because of it. So again, I do ask, just please keep personal affairs to yourself. Keep it off the streams. So I'm going to say, Timothy, I'm going to need you to invoke this. If you see that people are trying to bring up personal stuff on the stream, please warn them. And then if they keep going, I would love for you to remove the comment and time them if I don't do it myself. Same with you, Ryu, if you're still here. We're just going to have to try to keep the stream a little bit more positive, a little bit more clean. So one last time, for those of you that don't get it, if you need to talk and you need some advice from me, message me on Twitter, Instagram, or Discord. It's there for a reason. Let's try to keep this stuff off the stream. Please and thank you. I will make sure to say it again a few times. Let's see. My back. What is your favorite Arkham game? Yours is Arkham Knight. I would say mine is Arkham City. Arkham City was definitely like a great game. Like when I first played it, it was amazing. Arkham Knight was close, but if the boss fights were better, I would have ranked it higher. Do you think Knuckles was a jerk in the movie like he was in the earlier games? Yeah, I mean, in a way, I felt that they captured his character perfectly. He was naive. I mean, well, here's the best I can say since the movie is still new, but everyone knows his character thanks to the game, so it's not too much of a spoiler. He was naive, hard-headed, full of pride. That's just how he is. He's an Akinda. So I like that they captured it. And his voice actor, I keep mispronouncing his name, Ibris, something along those lines. He did a really good job bringing that out. But that's the best I can say without spoiling the movie. Okay, so you are here, Nio. All right, thank you. Don't worry, Knight. Hopefully nothing negative happens during the stream in the future. Yeah, same here. I'm hoping. Clock's gun. I got this. I'm alright. A lot of stuff has happened since we last spoke, but I can't say it in the stream. Alright. Yeah, there's no problem. I mean, I said, I'm still available on the Discord server if you wish to talk to me about it. It's not on you personally, Cameron. It's another situation that happened where I had like a couple people just randomly fighting because they were just, they were just trying to fit into the stream. So it's not you. It was them that made me go with the decision, and Boss Man noticed it and he talked to me about it. And at the end of the day, he was right because he's already on it on his stream. So I think it's about time because one day this chat will be probably bigger. So we're gonna have to try to take control of it so we can always keep a nice positive community. And who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character? Liu Kang. The problem with Knuckles is that he's just too gullible. I mean, when you live in isolation for so long, you're going to be gullible like Knuckles, unfortunately. I mean, I know... damn it, I can't... damn it, I can't say anymore. The movie is still too new. We'll talk about that somewhere down the line. Almost did. I almost felt like talking about it. I need to ask you something. Did you watch the Batman on the day it was in theaters or later? I watched it the day after because me and Boss Man had to work. So we watched it on the Saturday. So yep, we watched it on day 2. Hey Knight, here's a question for you. What if Ghost Rider was comic book accurate and they portrayed that in his movies? Well, it'd be a lot of short fights. Well, unless other characters are pretty much comic book accurate as well. Because as far as we've seen, most comic book battles don't last long. They usually do like 1 or 2 moves and then it's over. Usually, because obviously they would have to draw that shit. Why do you think they rely on animation? That's why if you guys notice how small the original comic books were. They weren't going to draw that. That would be a nightmare. And they have to do it every time? Oh, hell no. That's why they usually have the characters do something really impressive. So that way you could be like, oh shit, they could do that. And then that's it. That's all you get. Sometimes they'll stretch it. That's why we get multiple issues. It makes it easier for them to work at a time and pace. That's why manga is harder. Like manga, they don't get that kind of break. They gotta do volumes and they gotta do a thick ass book and they're going backwards. Woo. Those manga artists be having it. Why do you think the creator of Dragon Ball said, fuck this? He just wanted that. That's why the Buu saga ended the way it did. He was done. He was like, you know what? I'm going to give you guys some fun fights. I'm not going to put too much mind into it. I'm going to make it as ridiculous and fun as I can. And I'm just going to drop. And that's what he did. The creator of Yu Yu Hakusho did the same thing. If you guys notice, if you read the mangas to those books, the art quality started to suck. I mean, it's not his fault. He was burnt out too. Why do you think Yu Yu Hakusho ended the way it did? They had to change the ending in the anime. He was done. His artwork suffered and he didn't give a fuck. He's like, I'm going to make this book and you're going to like it and I'm done. At least he came back with, I think it was Hunter x Hunter, and he got his groove back. But I wish Yu Yu Hakusho didn't have to end that way. It was a good story. Yusuke, my dude. Would you like to see Mortal Kombat vs. Capcom or Marvel vs. DC? I would rather see Marvel vs. DC. The potential is there. But licensing would be a real thing. Plus, Capcom will most likely make the game. Never mind. I forgot about Warner Brothers. They have gaming studios too. It would be tough. It would be tough. We don't know how they would do it. But Mortal Kombat vs. DC is a thing. I mean, you guys seen. I did that gameplay years ago. It's actually one of the most popular playthroughs I've done on this channel. Surprisingly, I didn't think it would get as popular. It all started with the Flash. Even though that I was annoying as hell in that gameplay, I will admit I was still, I was only a year into my YouTube career, so you grow as you do your shit. I kind of wish that I'd played it a little better, but it's like I was playing in a way at the time where I was playing, like if I was playing with my boys, because that's what my boy used to say every time, because his favorite character is the Flash. So every time he gets on you, he'll do his moves and then he'll be like, because Flash will hit you real fast, and then he'd just be like, the Flash, like after the last hit. So I got it from him because it was a personal shout out to him. But I accidentally, I overdid it. I felt like I did. Deep down, looking back, I will admit, I cringed a little. I even cringed at my own video. I was like, oh shit, I can see why I wasn't. But who knows? Maybe it was the reason, though, that the video ended up getting as much views as it did. Ironically, I don't know. It's like some people found it annoying. Some people found it entertaining. When are we finally going to get a good Fantastic Four movie? Will you finally get a good writer and director? But hey, since the Fantastic Four should be merged now, since Fox got bought out by Disney, we might have a good chance now. Night, can I tell you good things that have happened during the week when I'm in the stream? Can you tell you? I mean, yeah, it's positive. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. If it's positive, Cameron, I'm good with that. I'm cool. We are getting a Fantastic Four movie in 2024, but hopefully it's up to expectations. Expectations is already going to be low, man. But so is the Sonic movies, and we got a sequel. So anything is possible. Hey, how you doing, Andre? Welcome to the stream. Night, when you said boy, I was thinking of Kratos' boy. Manga creators have no breaks, man. They don't. And they do that shit by themselves. I mean, Icarus to a point, though, like the creator of Dragon Ball, that he has a department of people that can work on his shit. He don't have to work on the mangas no more, because he hated to ink his shit. I hope the Super Saiyan form only came because he didn't want to ink black hair anymore for a while. So he said, fuck that. I'm just going to make the hair blonde so I don't have to ink it, which worked. And now, boom, Goku can, now one of the most legendary forms in all of anime, was all because the writer didn't want to ink his hair for a while. Superman was the fucking same way. They didn't want to animate his ass jumping from building to building, so they just randomly made him fly, and it ended up being his trademark. It's like one of the most legendary abilities, or the most well-knowns that we know of today's era, is only done out of laziness. But it benefited. Now every incarnation of Superman has to fly, because the moment that he doesn't, everybody gonna look at that Superman as stupid and be like, why isn't he flying? Superman is supposed to fly. He doesn't jump from building to building, even though he was meant to. You can't assume something bad is going to happen until it actually happens. Unfortunately so, Flame Gamer. That's a good way to look at it. That's Murphy's Law in general. Shoo. My mom taught me a great deal about that. But of course, being a kid, I was like, who the hell is Murphy? I hope Sonic Origins will have a save file because Sonic 1 and 2 on Android have a save file. It most likely will. It will have a save file. Because it's going to be up-to-date games and we're all about saving data now. So, I mean, at least the good thing, too, is that I know for a fact on PS5 you can suspend your gameplay. I'm pretty sure Xbox could do the same thing. I don't have a series. I mean, I could ask Boss Man, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Apparently, Superman at one point moved so fast that he went in negative seconds. I'm not even going to attribute to that, Timothy. There's no such thing as negative seconds. That's just the comic book writers, again, having a power trip. Because they just thought it was cool for the time and they just did it. Oh my god. I hope MCU and Fantastic Four get the Skrull aliens and Super Skrull himself as the villain instead of Doom. They always make Doom a joke. Heck, if he's in the MCU, maybe give him his ultimate name, Victor Van Dam. Van Dam. Yeah. Rob Van Dam. That's what I'm thinking of right now. Crazy thing is, I got a bowling trip next month, and me and my class got to work. It's going to be hot as hell. Someone's going to turn the heat to hell. Oh, yeah, it's going to... The summer is starting to kick in nice and strong. I mean, I'm happy, to be honest. I'm tired of the cold, and I'm tired of wearing my jacket. Let me just go out and enjoy the weather. Today, when I went outside to get some McDonald's, I felt good because the weather was so freaking nice. Need more of that. Oh, no, you're good, Jen. You're all right. Again, we're just, chilling right now, explaining a few things that is going to come to pass. Now, did you see they pushed God of War Ragnarok back? I know they're not rushing it. They're taking their time. I mean, again, that's fine. As long, like you mentioned, as long as they're not pushing that game, I don't mind it. I'd rather have a good game than a rush piece of shit. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, I'm looking at you. And they did my man Spyro dirty. Tisk tisk. That almost killed the franchise. Okay. And it's actually the writers or the artist that makes the characters OP. Of course. It's their imaginations. That's pretty much how every story goes. Why do you think Popeye is the way he is? Because the writers made him that way. Popeye don't fuck around. I mean, he does lose. He lost to a fucking gopher, but that's because the writers deemed it so. I've seen most of those classic Popeye shows. I know what I was talking about. Shoot, I already knew what was gonna happen when Death Battle announced him with Saitama. I already knew who was gonna fucking win. Shoot, anybody who watched Popeye like I did during childhood, I already knew he was gonna get whooped. Ugh. Morbius in Spider-Man 3 PS2 version scared the shit out of me. He did? I mean, then again, we were younger. I mean, I didn't see him as a sort. Then again, it's like not like much scare me anyway. Okay, so I feel like that I got most of the updates. I will say this as well. Some gameplay styles, like, oops, hold on. Something. Okay, it's still going. I had to make sure the stream was still. All right, I was going to say some of the gameplays on the pre-recorded ones will get slight changes. Like, I'm going to try to... it's not like I was sitting on my ass for the last 2 months when I was on hiatus. I was practicing some new editing techniques. So I'm hoping to incorporate them. It's gonna start slow because I finally updated my programs. Like, now I upgraded my original excuse me. I updated my original editing program, which is much better than it was, because the one I had was old as hell, but it was still good. But I'm glad I updated it to something more modern, and I decided to get Sony Vegas, which was a program that most big YouTubers get. I mean, you guys can see it. So I decided I'm going to try to give those a go and learn how to use them. It's going to take time. Pokemon Parody Show episode 13. I haven't been working on the script. I got to get back on it. I can't wait to, because I miss doing parodies as well. So I guess I'll say it now while I got you guys' attention. I do have a parody channel, for those of you that don't know, where I do voiceovers. I did Pokemon. I did Naruto. I even did one on Superman himself and the Hulk. So if you guys wish to check it out, link in the description. Go to the link tree, and then you'll see parody channel on the tab, and go on and see a different level of entertainment from me. Some people that you see in this live stream right now do be joining me in, like Surprise Vegeta that was here. He voices some of the characters in my parodies. I don't mind working with other people. Like, if you guys really wanted to be in my video, and if you guys showed that you have some talent and good equipment, I don't mind putting you down. Like, I feel it's nice to give people chances. Like, I know when YouTubers make it to 1 million, all of a sudden they become like extremely harder to contact. But you can't blame them, because when you now that I think about it, now that I'm a little older, because I remember at one point I was wondering, why do YouTubers act like they are so big and act like you're a ghost? It's not because they're being dicks. It's just simply because there's too many people to contact. It's like, imagine I'm a big YouTuber and then I had like over 30 people trying to hit me up. Like, hey, you want to do a video? Want to do a collaboration? It'd be hard to keep up with that shit. I can't blame them. So I would, even if I ever made it to at least 100,000, I don't mind if the person even has like 100 subs. I would still work with them, but only if they, of course, they gotta show me that they're willing to work with me and they're worth working with. I'm not just gonna work with anybody, and they have to speak English. I'm not trying to be rude. I tried working with somebody and their English was bad, and it created a horrible language barrier. And then here I am, like, I'm trying to be nice to them because I'm not trying to be rude that they can't speak English that well. But at the same time, what am I supposed to do? I can only speak English. A little bit of Spanish, but my language is majorly going to be English. So again, if people wanted to work with me on my parody videos, I don't mind it. Just shoot me a message, show me what you got, and I'll see what I can do. I've had Surprise Vegeta actually did that. He even admitted it to me that he was scared at first because he thought that just because I was a bigger YouTuber that I wasn't gonna work with him. I was like, bro, you got some talent, and I work with him, and he was surprised about it. You just gotta talk to me. I'm not that hard to approach. I like to give people chances if it's within my ability. He eats his spinach. Yes, he does, Mikkel. What's new? It's something important. Oh, Jen, I'm sorry. Okay, the new thing I should tell you, since you were asking, I was saying that I'm going to be upping my editing on my gameplays videos I'm going to see if I can from this point onward. I've been practicing. Plus, I also would like people to refrain from bringing in very negative personal stuff into the stream that we don't need on there. If you need to talk to me personally about anything that you need advice with, or something that's been bothering you, I'd recommend, following me on Discord, following me on Twitter, Instagram. I can be messaged directly. That's what I was talking about before, because me and Boss Man, we thought about it, and I think it was a good move, because I had people fight on this live stream before, and it really brought the stream down. I just don't want that to happen again. So it's best to nip this in the bud before it gets any worse. Also, there will be... Also, live streams will be on Saturdays too, Jen. I don't mind for English. Okay, thank you, Leslie. I mean, I don't mind it either. I heard police sirens. Are they after you? Nah, there's most likely an ambulance. They always come around this area because I live close to one. It's been a while since I last watched your videos, for about 2 months. Yeah, sorry, Jen. I was on hiatus, but it's coming to an end May 2nd. Would you rather get $1 million or 1 million subs? $1 million. Yep, I made up my mind. $1 million, because with $1 million, I could get everything necessary and then build up for 1 million subs. And I'll have money. So, yep, $1 million. Because from that point on, you could get your equipment, you could get editors, You could get people to actually build your YouTube. It's that easy from that point on. I might as well just take the $1 million and just build from the ground up. I would love to do a voiceover with you, Knight. I'm pretty good at impersonating people. I mean, that said, Alpha Strike, if you wish to show me some talent, hit me up on the Discord. I don't mind it. As long, you also got to have good equipment, though. Because right now, it's like, I do remember working with some people, they had a bad mic. And I told them straight up, okay, if I got to work with you, you got to up your mic game. I mean, the microphone that I'm currently using right now was under $50. And it sounds great. You don't have to buy the most expensive microphone in the world. As long as the microphone has good quality, that's fine with me. I don't need you trying to record off a headset mic. I mean, unless you can make it sound good or it has good quality, then that's different. I don't mind that. I mean, I will admit, Surprise Vegeta, who is here, his mic, he used like some sort of microphone that he was only able to record off his phone. After I told him to upgrade, and he upgraded, his voice is better. Like, for example, if you guys seen his debut on my channel, which was Pokemon Parody Show episode 12, he was the magician looking character. His microphone quality wasn't the best, but I gave him a go. I gave him a chance because his voice acting was still pretty good. But after he upgraded his mic, after I talked to him, if you see Naruto episode 7, when he did the Zabuza character, he sounded much better. Like, it was like a huge step up. And that's all that I ask for. If you guys wish to work with me, I'll, of course, always shout you out. I'll link your video, your social media, whatever you use. I do it for Who Man all the time. I don't mind it. I don't care if you even got 5 subs. If you got talent and you want to show me and you got something that we can work with, I will work with you. Hey, No Name, how you doing? Have I ever played any South Park games? I did. I played The Stick of Truth back in 2013. Damn. I think it was kind of before I started my YouTube career. So yeah. Boy, that game was wild. But I did not play any other South Park games since. You should try Nickelodeon Volcano Island. That game is fun as fuck. That game is like Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if that was you. You probably were the one. I put your game in a poll, but it's like, yeah, no, nah. It didn't win if I recall correctly. But if I ever do decide to give the game a go, then I will. But I'm right now, my financial situation is better, but I am still trying to only get games that people is more likely going to want to see. And in the poll, I think that one had the least. So I'm going to have to put that one on the back burner for the time being. But I'll keep that in the back of my mind. But thank you for the request. Really appreciate it, King. Where do you think the Batman ranks to the other films? To me, it was a good start, you know? They didn't waste too much time. Batman was actually there, you know? Like, the one thing I noticed about the film, and I can say this because it's not much of a spoiler, that this version of Batman actually stayed on fucking screen for a while. Like, do you guys notice that in every other incarnation, we see Bruce Wayne a hell of a lot more? When people want to see Batman half the time, this movie did that right. Like, we saw Batman most of the time. And the one thing that I give him credit for that Tom Holland Spider-Man needs to stop doing is keep your freaking mask on. I'm sorry. That was my only gripe. Now, I understand why they took their masks off continuously throughout the final fight. All 3 Spider-Men were guilty of this. But it's because we got to see the emotions of the characters, their face, their acting. Because while they're wearing the mask, you can't see shit. But at the same time, it makes you think, what the fuck is the point of you putting on the mask if you're going to take it off every 5 seconds? Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was the worst when it came to it. I'm sorry. I say his was the worst because this mofo ran into a portal and the first thing he does is take off his mask. Dude, come on. What if Batman did that shit? What if Batman decided to crossed through a portal and then he just randomly took off his cowl. Don't you know how many people in that theater would go through an uproar if he just did that so freely? Oh, but I understand why they did it. It was supposed to be the hype moment when Andrew Spider-Man did that. But at the same time, it just makes you look really stupid. Like, you just really took off your mask in front of people you did not know. You didn't do that any other time in your film. Why'd you do it for these people? You don't know them. This motherfucker could have took a picture with you with your mask off and posted it on social media. But yep, I'm just going to do it in front of you guys. Oh. That was... that's my only gripe. They just love taking off their damn masks. But again, I understand the reason why they did it. It's nice seeing their emotions, but it felt pointless as fuck for them to keep putting it on and taking it off. It was like, damn. Might as well just keep it off at this point. Don't even bother putting it on. All right, let's see. Okay, Juanita, thank you for joining on the stream. You have a good rest of the night or day, depending on your time zone. Just wondering, do you prefer the Omega symbol on Darkseid's chest to be right side up or upside down? To me, it doesn't really matter. At the end of it, it just depends on how his design looks overall. I mean, if it's upside down, I guess it's supposed to be like something to interpret, like how the Hakos was. But to me, it doesn't really matter. No preference. What games am I planning for Saturday stream? Don't know. I mean, Kekker's asked me the same question. I told him the same thing. I'm thinking about it. So when the time comes, I'll be sure to let you guys know in the community post. Maybe I might do a poll. It'll be easier. So we'll see where we go from there. People in theaters, Batman is Bruce Wayne. Like, no shit. Hey, he took his mask off in Amazing Spider-Man when he saved the kid from that car. Yeah, I remember that as well. I mean, it was a kid too, and he was trying to increase the kid's morale so he can trust them better, which wasn't a bad idea. He saved the kid's life. I can understand that. But still, Spider-Man kind of just, wrong character. Andrew Spider-Man still kind of showed off his identity freely to college. They're not kids. College students. Because they were going to college. They graduated school. Did they graduate from school? No, I think they were still in school. They were trying to get into a college. I got to remember how the beginning of the movie was. Because I do know, if you guys did not know, at the end of the movie, Peter was trying to get his GED, which sucks ass. You would think with his level of intelligence, this mofo now has to run around with a GED because of what happened at the end of the movie. That sucks. This mofo cannot get a high school diploma. He has to get a GED. I'm so late. Nah, you good, Black Wolf. I mean, you're still here. I'm still doing this, surprisingly. Sorry for all the questions, but here's one I've been meaning to ask you for a while. So it's been rumored that Sony wants to bring Tobey and Andrew back for a 4 and The Amazing Spider-Man 3. I mean, I've read the rumors too. I don't mind if they came back, especially, to be honest, for The Amazing Spider-Man 3. He kind of needs more loose ends to tie up because his series ended abruptly. I felt bad for him in a way. Like, Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 sucked. The only thing that was good about it was obviously what happened with Gwen Stacy. Truthfully, that's the only thing, because that was the biggest highlight when we see No Way Home. Because of what happened at the end of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, it reflected big time in No Way Home. So I would love to actually see what happens after his universe. I mean, after what happened. I mean, that and after the changes that they made with the villains. I would love to see. Spider-Man 4 needs another movie now since they retcon what happened to Doc Ock and Green Goblin and more or less Sandman. I say more or less because he can still see his daughter at the end of the day. But now you got Doc Ock, who technically still has his arms. He's just not a madman. Green Goblin is gone, but Harry is dead. Now, because of those retcons, we do need another movie to see what happened after. So I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. Imagine Popeye versus Chuck Norris. Oh my gosh. They would end the universe. No one is looking forward to playing as Jane Foster in 2 months. Damn. What do you mean playing as? You mean in that Avengers game? You're just a kid. You from Queens just thought you were going to be black. Forget Jamie Foxx. Maybe Andrew thought Ned was a superhero since he opened the portal. It's a possibility, but I still wouldn't be open. No. Because look at Batman. This motherfucker teamed with the Justice League and didn't just take off his damn cowl in front of them either. That mofo probably had all their identities ready. Wanted to keep his as secret as possible. Meanwhile, Superman could just X-ray vision. I'd still rather have black. Sorry, I guess you didn't finish your sentence. Let's see. All right, but as mentioned, I guess with that though, there's still going to be some new changes that will be coming to this channel very soon. It's going to require a little bit more on the money side. Oh yeah, there is one more thing. How could I forget? Gaming requests. I almost forgot. This is actually another major thing as well. Gaming requests. I'm still going to take them. But if you guys, you don't have to. This is optional. For those of you that really want me to play this certain game, of course, during the streams, there's a thing you could always super chat. If you guys wish, I'm not saying it's mandatory again. If you guys wish to donate for you to put towards the game, I will obviously try my best to use that money to put it towards the game. It'll help me get it a little faster. So that way I'll have a higher chance of doing it, of being able to get the game. Doing that will also overwrite me putting it in a polls and increase the chance of it. I think that's another thing I'm going to do. Like, for those that really want me to play a specific game, if that one specific person or more wish to donate for me to be able to get the game through the super chats during live streams, I will obviously put that money's total into that game and I will get it. Like, hands down, no ifs, ands, or buts, no polls, no wondering if I'm going to play it or not. It'll be more guaranteed towards that. Again, it's optional. I want to throw that out there so that way maybe if people do want me to play this game this badly and you do that, the option is there, you know. But of course, I will still freely take gaming requests. But again, right now, I'm only taking games that I would like more people to actually watch instead of those that may get skipped over for the time being until I start racking to a point where I'm really, really good with the money situation. It's just right now, I don't owe as much. So I'm fine. I could do gaming. It's just an optional thing. Just want to let you guys know. Does that sound good to everyone here? Let me see it in the chats if that's a good idea. Want me to crack your back? Big fan of the channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Eddie Gonzalez. Really appreciate it. I try my best. More stuff will be coming. I will try my best to donate money for you to play The Godfather 2. You did want me to play that, if I recall. I mean, as said, it's not mandatory, but if you wish to do it under your own power, then that is fine. I just want to lay that out because I know how people get. The first thing out of their minds is, oh, now he's trying to get money out of his people. No, I work for my money. It's just a way for you guys to be able to help me get the games. Nothing more, nothing less. I pay my own bills. I'm not trying to be rude, but there is still a lot of games you need to finish. Yeah, there's still, but like I mentioned before too, Alpha Strike, some games don't get finished because people either lose interest or I lose interest, really. I know there is still a decent amount, or some games were never meant to be playthroughs. Because I know there's some games on this channel that I played once, but I didn't play it again because I wasn't either feeling it or the people weren't feeling it. So sometimes they just not end up being playthroughs. I think another thing that I'm gonna add too. Let me read a couple more comments and then I'll say it. I sadly can't donate through Super Chat, but I will still support you. That's fine, Black Wolf. I thank you for the support. That's all I need. Let's see. Do you think it's possible for the Batman with prep to take down Superman without the use of kryptonite? Without kryptonite, he could still use red sunlight. I mean, we've seen what happened to Russian Superman. Sounds fair. All right, thank you for agreeing, Macau. What bosses can you expect from the Wolverine game besides the Hulk? I would love to see Lady Deathstrike. I don't know if they'll do the X-23. That would be a very interesting boss fight. A character very similar to you fighting you in equal terms and footing. Just please don't let it be Magneto. Please don't let it be Magneto. Oh my gosh, that's an automatic death. At least it should be. I'm sorry, Wolverine, but Magneto got your number on. Still want to see more Lego Marvel. Don't worry, I got you. That game I did technically turn into a walkthrough because I did over 5. So that game will be played out and finished in time. Like the Evil Within, when nobody else to say play again. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. If you see my past Evil Within, I mean, that was back in my earlier days on YouTube as well. But yeah, nobody was feeling it, so it got canceled. It just happens. I'd rather play games that people would rather see than just continue a game that's going to be dead. It just makes no sense. I'm already spending too much time and energy on this that I don't need to. I never done Super Chat donations before, and I'm still trying to figure it out. It's actually not that hard. You just press a button. As far as I've done it with Bossman himself, because I super chatted a few people, you just hit a few things, and then you just pay off your debit card, and then from there, boom, you technically paid. And you get to choose the amount, so it's not like you have to give me $100. No. Oh, no, that's too much. I mean, there are some people that do be giving YouTubers $200, but those are the YouTubers that get like 1 million subs. I don't expect that. I'm not that liked. Red sun lamps and magic are also counters to Superman. Indeed they are. But Batman doesn't have magic. I mean, not most incarnations. I mean, there has been a feared powered Superman with the yellow ring, a willpower Superman with the green ring. Those would actually be able to stand up to Superman a little better. A little, not a lot. Superman is just, depending on the incarnation, he's usually just he's just stupid OP. Knight, what's your least favorite movie that you wish it wasn't your least favorite movie? Least favorite that I wish it wasn't. Batman and Robin. Yep. Batman and Robin. A good movie, to be honest, to sit through and to laugh at. But definitely a hard movie to sit through because of its stupidity. It would have to count. The only time I super chatted was with Big Mac Davis? Big Mac? I just had a Big Mac like before I live streamed. That's funny. Now, what do you think of shark games on console? Because I might give you a game suggestion. Shark games. I remember there was one shark game. Somebody actually wanted me to play Jaws. I wouldn't mind giving it a go, but I would have to also see the reception after I upload it, because it'll be one of those games that you can't take seriously. I mean, you're playing as a shark trying to kill people, so I don't expect it to be like, oh my god, this is Marvel's Spider-Man level of intensity. Nah. It's just going to be a nice light game to play, just to fuck around and have something to give you guys during the week. You know, something to laugh at and chill with. Like, do you have to make a Super Chat account and enter the debit card numbers to access? No, you don't have to make a Super Chat account, if I recall. If I remember from donating to Bossman, I just hit the Super Chat button. It asks you for the amount. Then it asks you to put in your debit card. and then from there you technically just purchase a super chat, and that's all there's to it. The credit card information does not stay, and it's just a one-time purchase. You get a receipt in your email, and then the YouTuber gets the money, as far as I've seen. Oh wait, Black Wolf, you did donate to me one time. I think it was you. Didn't you donate? You donated me $2 when I played the Resident Evil stream. You donated to me before. Because I know Boss Man, he donated to me $20 because he wanted me to finish that Resident Evil live stream. So I was like, man, you already know. I couldn't say no to that because he already put in the effort. And it made me say, you know what, just for you, Boss Man, because you went through the effort of giving me $20 to finish this game. Because I was ready to end the stream because I didn't know I was there at the ending. But he knew because he finished it before me. Jaws Unleashed. It probably was that, Timothy. I hate the new 52 Superman and the Ultimate Captain America just because they were assholes. I mean, hey, they might be assholes, but at least they have new dimensions to their characters. Instead of being the goody-goody two-shoes that they always are. Why do you think that when I do Superman, I always make him an egotistical asshole? It's because deep down, you probably would be if you knew you were the most overpowered character in fiction. Like, that's why it's like with Superman, I have him talking third person, always trying to belittle somebody. That's why I'd be like, get out of Superman's face. It's so hilarious to me because he would just have that ego. He'd be like, man, I'm Superman. I'm the shit. Everybody listens to me. Do you understand? I am leader of this league. It's just so fun to do. Oh, man. Imagine if Mr. B showed up and donated to you. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be kind of cool. Knuckles versus the Hulk. Ooh, wee. Hey, Knucks, he can pack a punch, but I might have to give it to Hulk. He just got a whole lot more going on for him. New 52. Well, it also depends on the incarnation of Hulk, but I'm pretty sure you're talking about Savage Hulk. So I'm still going to give it to the Savage one. New 52, Superman, and Ultimate Captain America made me think of the Homelander version. Oh, damn. Woo-wee. But hey, I don't mind it again because it's just something different, you know? Tired of the Boy Scout can't do no wrong characters. Sometimes you got to give them a little bit more realistic dimensions. Like, not everybody's going to be nice to you. Let's be honest. I can be a dick sometimes. I'm going to be honest. Because if you're the most nicest person in the world, nobody's going to take you seriously. You got to have that edge. You got to have that backbone. Because the moment that people think that you're just this nice guy, they'll think they can step all over you. They think that they can do whatever the hell they want. But nah. You notice that most people don't tend to think that they can get away with some things just because this one person, they know they won't fuck with them. It's like you got this one person, right? They'll be scared to ask them for money because they know that they won't hesitate to say no. They know they ain't going to get taken advantage of. It just happens. Now, Mikkel get Superman is Superman. Oh, man. I still think that was a good joke. I don't know if most people even get it. Like, Superman is Superman. In other words, it's like in third person, he's saying that Superman is Superman. I could do whatever I can because Superman is Superman. That's how it is. For some reason, it won't let me super chat for some reason. I'll probably have to do it on a different device. I mean, again, you don't have to do it now, Alpha. But if you do wish to on a future live stream, okay, also, I should say this now to make it easier. If you guys do super chat, also put the game you are super chatting for so I can memorize it. I might actually take a picture or write it down. So that way I can put that money towards the game. And then when I get the game, I'll be able to buy it, you know? So that way, because I know some people might super chat just so their comment can be seen. But you got it. If you're super chatting for a game request, please put the game you're requesting for as well. And then I will put it down personally. You gotta let me know. Also, for those that, oh yeah, I should say this too. I should have said this in the first place. My bad. I'm all over the place because I'm you know, it's been 2 months since I talked to you guys, right? Also, I will no longer be replying to comments that say almost okay, like Night Edge, please read my last comment. Because quite honestly, I have to stop what I'm doing while gaming, and then I have to scroll, and then more often than not, I'm gaming. So that comment might be long gone. Now here I am wasting time because you don't want to type it again. I'm not going to be replying to that anymore. So the moment I see that, I'm going, well, Timothy or Nayo, if you guys see it, tell the person that I'm not going to be looking at those kind of comments anymore. Let them know to just type it in again. I'll see it. But also, if you do super chat, again, not mandatory, it will actually pin the comment you were trying to team me to see it. Just a little tip for those of you that don't know. That's another reason why people super chat to big ass YouTubers that usually have 1 million subs. Because let's be honest, their live chat is continuously moving. So when they when they super chat, the YouTuber is 10 times more guaranteed to see the comment, and then they'll be able to do whatever you request. Like sometimes people want a shout out, or sometimes people have a suggestion and they want their favorite YouTuber to see it. Super chatting guarantees that comment to be seen. It's just a suggestion. I've done it a few times. I actually had some YouTubers talk to me because of it. So at the end, it does help. Again, not mandatory, but I will be saying it again one more time. I will not be responding to comments that say, Night Edge, please read my last comment. Because I don't want to slow down the stream to look for a comment that might be lost in the sea. If you really want me to see your comment for whatever reason, either type it again. Maybe you can ask Timothy to let me know about it. Maybe I can see it from him, Nayo, or you can super chat it. Those are your options. And is everybody clear on that? We had a good understanding. I asked Heckers this, and I want your answer on this question. How does Superman reverse time? Because it doesn't make sense. You just answered your own question, Alpha. It doesn't make sense. If you're talking about Superman 1, he reversed time because the writers wanted him to. Just so he can reverse time and save that version of Lois Lane after she died in that movie. Because, yeah, reversing the Earth's rotation, he would have been having all them people flying off that damn planet, and he would have caused so much earthly disasters. Reversing time would have been impossible. But again, we've even covered this earlier in the chat. The Hulk punched through time and space, which also doesn't make sense. So it's just the writers going on a power trip to make the character stronger than they need to be. That's why it was never done again. But everyone remembers it because it was a big moment back in 1978. So, Knight, do you mean scrolling through the Dragon Scroll? If you want to keep it like that, yes. I can help people copy and paste those comments they want you to read. All right, if you want to, Timothy, that will be up to you. I can understand. Lost in the sea. It's true, Alpha. Some of those times I be looking and then I can't find their comment, and it's literally lost in the sea of comments. And I can't do anything about it. And I'm trying to keep the pace going with the game because I only try to live stream for you guys. The highest I try is 3.5 hours because not a lot of people want to sit there and watch this one person play a game all day most of the time. Some people will actually stay for 10 hours, but you got to be truly dedicated. I try to make it reasonable. Let's see. Since I'm on my computer. Okay, so you use the computer, Timothy. All right, smart move. Nobody beats pre-crisis Superman. Ooh, pre-crisis. He was broken. That's why they nerfed him to begin with. Yeah. I give you a hint. He can create anything and he can flying. It started with a G. Letter my favorite version of him. A hint. Did I miss a comment? This one time I will look up because Sam McCall, Lego Marvel Superhero game, favorite game. And you say he starts with a G? Your favorite version of him? And he could create anything. And he can fly. It started with a G letter. My favorite version of him. Now, you're not talking about Galactus. Because, I mean, he can kind of fly, but... Or are you talking about Galactus? Boss streams for 10 hours and I couldn't stay on his stream only for 4. Yeah, Boss Man goes alpha. And I did tell you that he could go. Sure, I still remember you and I were actually in the same stream when he was actually playing Elden Ring. I watched a little bit. I might actually play Elden Ring on this channel. Who knows? Why not? Get a little fun in there. Who would win between Injustice Superman versus the Red Sun version of Superman? Ooh, that's a toughie because Red Sun Superman didn't fuck around either. But Injustice Superman is brutal. That motherfucker will kill you. You know, maybe I might give it to Red Sun Superman. Because Injustice Superman already lost to another Superman from a different universe. So Red Sun Superman might have a little bit of an edge because he defeated his Superman in his universe. Ultraman! He's a superhero from DC. Okay, and he starts with a G and can do anything? Ah, man. A G. Damn, there's so many heroes I'm trying to think of. Yeah, you might as well just tell me. Nothing's popping in my head right now. He was struggling on the last bit of the game he had to play the next day. Yeah, that's when he was facing Molina or something like that. What are your thoughts on the future of the DC movies? I mean, so far they're looking pretty good. I mean, the Batman movie was a hit. The Flash movie might be good, but because of what the actor's doing, it's going to be tainted. Like, I have no idea. That alone is going to affect the performance of the movie. Unfortunately, no matter how good it is, people are going to be looking at the actor now and thinking, damn, this mofo just choked the bitch. Like, it's not going to be easy to sit through. Then we're going to get Black Adam with The Rock. That's going to be interesting all by itself. Like, I can't wait to see how The Rock will play a superhero character. That is going to be awesome. The Green Lantern. Oh, no. Okay, you're guessing Green Lantern. You said could create anything. I guess that makes sense. Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern is your favorite version? Okay, no wonder I didn't know. You said Ryan Reynolds. I can't even say. His Green Lantern could have been so much better. It's just... He just bad writing of the movie, man. I kind of wish they did better. If they did a reboot, they'll definitely do better now because they've been getting their shit together lately, but... I don't know. Urza is playing real-life Grand Theft Auto in Hawaii. That motherfucker is. He throwing chairs and shit, threatening people, stealing money and social security cards. Why are you stealing money? Motherfucker, you just made the Flash movie. You should be making bank right now. Hulk and Thanos taking on Darkseid by himself? Which Thanos with or without the Infinity Gauntlet? Because I don't know if it's without the Infinity... I mean, even with, Darkseid is pretty damn OP. I still see Darkseid kind of winning this fight. Well, Deadpool killed the Green Lantern in his second movie. He was just trying to wipe time. He's like, even Deadpool knew that movie sucked. That's why he did it. I understand your opinion. You didn't like him as Green Lantern. Yeah, I mean, again, it's definitely my opinion. I'm not trying to insult that you like the character, that you like the interpretation. It's just, I just felt like that it could have been better. I think deep down they should have just used John Stewart. It would have been a little different, you know? It would have definitely have been different. Let's see. With the Infinity Gauntlet and Darkseid's true form can be applied. Damn, that's already broken. You know? If you're talking about his astral form, we're going to have to give it to Darkseid already. Shit, he broken. There's a reason why we don't see that form often in most stories. The Green Lantern movie was also butchered because of the overambitious budget that would have been required for the extended cut. I mean, they were trying, you know. True, all that CG. It's too bad the CG doesn't hold up, especially when you watch it in HD. Remember when pre-crisis Superman wiped out an entire solar system by sneezing? Just cuz. I mean, who could forget? That's like the one feat not everybody talks about. Do you know the anime movie Justice League wore Darkseid's Omega beams hit the Flash and Superman, but not Batman? Yep, I know. Believe me. Batman, I guess, is just that good at dodging. When Sonic Frontiers comes out, I'm going to destroy it like you're going to destroy God of War Ragnarok. You damn right. I can't wait to play it too. But I should be playing some more Sonic games. I mean, Sonic Origins is coming out. So, who knows? Maybe I might actually get back on Sonic. What was it? Sonic 06? That was I don't know why, but that was actually the most watched Sonic game on this channel. Everybody loved Sonic 06. I had people in the comments talking about that the game wasn't as bad as people say. I don't know, man. I mean, going through those Mach Speed sections was a pain in the ass. And Silver was a dick, man. He wasn't hard to beat when I figured him out. But imagine being a kid and you thinking that you as a kid, you're not going to figure it out straight. You're going to do it by accident and then be like, oh, yeah, that's how you beat him. Okay, but he was still a pain in the ass. And he could catch you in an infinite death loop. What a pain. Darkseid once held open an entire plane of existence with his bare hands. Oh my gosh, yes he did. Even when I read that, I was like, what the hell? How the hell? Let's see. I want to see a live action Secret Wars in the MCU. Yeah, I've seen. I know what you're talking about, the Secret Wars. Man, that's gonna be insane. But that might be what we're leading to. I mean, we already had. What was it? Fuck. We already had. I forgot the saga. We already. Oh yeah, we already had Infinity War. There we go. It's in the title. We already had the Infinity War sagas done. It's too bad the Dark Phoenix saga sucked ass. The X-Men animated series did it so much better. I should rewatch that series since they're bringing it back and they announced that the original voice actor to that Wolverine is coming back. Too bad Cyclops won't be. R.I.P. to Kirby Morrow. Oh wait, no, or was that X-Men? I know both of their VAs died, unfortunately. I think that was X-Men Evolution. Kirby Morrow voiced him, but yeah, the original Cyclops actor did die, unfortunately. So that's still an RIP. But at least we still got Wolverine's original VA coming back for more, so I can't wait. It's no use. He was such an asshole. Take this. This will end it. I think you and Kicker should play co-op with the Green Lantern. That's a 2-player game? I don't know if he'll even want to play. Green Lantern's not his dude either. I'm not even sure. I mean, if we can get some laughs out of it, I don't mind giving it a go. Multiverse of Madness is rumored to have the Illuminati played the original actors as their pre-MCU Marvel characters like 2004 Mr. Fantastic, Professor X's Patrick Stewart, and the new ones from Tom Cruise's Iron Man. I've seen the rumors on that as well. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see Patrick Stewart back again. Like, this motherfucker. I remember in The Last Stand, that motherfucker blew up because the Phoenix killed his monkey ass. And, you know, then Days of Futures Past and came back in Logan, died again. So him coming back again, it's like this motherfucker comes back more than Krillin from Dragon Ball at this point. Like, Professor X just can't stay dead. But I'm not knocking him. Patrick Stewart, he played the hell out of that role. More people know him for that role than he did in the Star Trek shit. Wait, Kecker? Oh, Kecker's there? Hey, what's good, Keck? There you are. How you doing, man? That's a pretty bad game. I'm a huge Green Lantern fan, but dear God, that's bad. Okay, so you are a fan of Green Lantern. All right, but yeah, that's what I meant. I knew he knew that the game was bad. That's why I said it like, I don't know if we would. I don't know if he would. Maybe to get laughs, but that's the best we can put it. Just watching, not playing much. I didn't mind X-Men Dark Phoenix. It's still way more accurate than X3. Ooh, I'll give it that much too. You know they learned some of their past, but not a lot. They should have just ended it with Logan. I don't know why they even continued after. Logan was the perfect ending. It's just sad when you really think about it, though. The first X-Men movie came in 2001. Everybody was young. Everybody was hungry. Everybody had these hopes and dreams. And then the Logan movie, like 17 years later, or no, 16 years later. Oh boy. What a sad ending. It's like everybody just looked like they can't do no wrong. They're going to change the future. And then by the end of it, everyone dies. Even Wolverine. That's sad when you really think about it. Even worse when you realize that Magneto was right. It is a sad ending. Magneto was right. Everybody died. And it's like, it's just one of those. It's definitely a bittersweet ending. Let's see. The Green Lantern game is just a God of War clone. Second player plays as Sinestro? I did not know that. That's kind of cool. I didn't think Sinestro was a playable character in the game. Maybe in the DC Lego game he probably is. He most likely is. But I didn't know he was a playable character. That's kind of cool. God of War clone, I can understand. Dante's Inferno was a God of War clone as well, but it was a good one. I give it a pass. It kind of definitely reminded me of Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider was a Devil May Cry clone, but Dante's Inferno was much better. It did the cloning justice, and the Dante and Dante's Inferno game definitely had enough merit to make you feel like that you weren't playing exactly like Kratos. Now, who is your favorite Death Note character? Death Note. That's a tricky one. Not gonna lie, I did like L. But Light Yagami was one of those rare characters where you do tend to like the main character, but at the same time, you do know what he was doing was wrong. I know a lot of people wanted his character to win, but I already knew. I mean, he became the antagonist the moment he got drunk with power, and his inevitable death was coming. We all knew it. Hell, I think they foreshadowed it in episode 1. Was it episode 1? Because Ryuk told him straight up, you're going to feel the same pain and fear as all those that you written down in the Death Note. And he was right. Well, in the manga version, he was right. Because the manga's ending is different from the anime's. But if I had to have a favorite character, I might actually have to give it to... Let's see, I might have to give it to Light. He was an interesting character. The 90s Spider-Man voice actor is going to be in the Spider-Verse sequel. Really? Okay, that's kind of cool. It's too bad that it won't be the same style. I do be noticing that he's changing up a little, depending on who he's playing. I would love for them to continue. Like, they're giving the X-Men animated series a second go. I would love for them to continue the 90s animated Spider-Man series and give us the ending that we were never given. Because I remember that after their version of the Secret Wars, it just kind of ended on a cliffhanger with Spider-Man and Madam Web, and then everybody was going back, and then he's still trying to find Mary Jane, and then boom, the series ends. How do you end one of the most popular series like that? That was fucked up. Oh, it deserves another go. I'm happy though that SWAT Cats is coming back. So that series is going to get the long overdue justice that it deserves. Oh, for those of you that don't know about SWAT Cats, look it up. It's still a good show to watch. The animation was ahead of its time. Well, in season 2 especially. But damn, that show kicked ass. I was so disappointed they canceled it just because it was just a little. I mean, I will admit there were deaths in SWAT Cats. I ain't gonna lie. But I've seen more violent shows. And I mean, Batman the animated series had real bullets. It was able to complete. Man, damn you, Ted Turner. Which Batman villain do you want to see in the live action version? Man, I want to finally see fucking Deathstroke, man. Deathstroke in live action versus the Batman. Still waiting for it. We would have had it if Ben Affleck's Batman did not leave. So close yet so far. Is there any Spider-Man villains you want to see besides Venom's big ass? To me, I want to see the Sandman and the Green Goblin's mini Carnage. I mean, we finally got Carnage. Thank God. Like, you said villains. Shoot, I was going to say something else. But if I have to give it to Spider-Man, what villain in particular that I would like to see, I did mention this before. I would love to see the Spot. The Spot was an interesting villain in the animated series. And I would love to see Kingpin again. In the Spider-Man universe, even. Tombstone. And I'm not talking about the Undertaker's finishing moves. Tombstone would be another one. Let's see. Who else would be like one more? Like if I can think of one more off the top of my head right now. Nah, not Vulture. We already seen him. Damn. Right now, I can't really think of another. I mean, I guess Hobgoblin. We knew Goblin, but he wasn't technically Hobgoblin. So I guess Hobgoblin would have to go in there. I mean, Green Goblin has been getting his due, but we need a Hobgoblin in this bitch sooner or later. So many shows are getting revivals. 90s X-Men, The Prowl Family, iCarly. Yeah, would love to see Spider-Man for a revival for season 6, but instead we getting Spider-Man freshman year. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, but hey, at least I don't know much about it yet, but as long as it's good, it's good. But I would love to see it finish. The Proud Family thing, it's not bad. I didn't see much yet, but as far as I've been seeing, I do like that they kept most of the characters how they were originally, and they got their VAs, so it's a nice touch. The animation got touched up a little compared to how it originally was. Kind of sucks that Sticky obviously can't come back for obvious reasons, thanks to Orlando Brown, but it is what it is. Hey, now I prefer Deathstroke as a Titans villain. Hey, okay, I give you that, Keckers. As a Titans villain, yes, but I still want to see Batman versus Deathstroke on live action. I gotta want to see that fight. Damn, Spider-Verse 2 got delayed until next June, and they probably need more time, but better that than rushing out the movie. Deathstroke is way more of a villain for the Dick Grayson version of him than Bruce Wayne. But the thing is, though, is that we still don't have a Nightwing yet. That's the only thing that sucks, Keckers. Like, I would rather it be Nightwing version, but we did not get a cinematic Nightwing yet. It's always been Robin. Every time we're so close, they always pull the damn plug. Looks like we're going to have to wait a while longer because the Batman doesn't have any sidekicks. Do you think they could do Clayface in live action? Oh, they can. But damn, he's going to be CG to hell. I mean, they did a good job with Hulk, but Clayface is a different mess altogether. His damn shape-shifting abilities is going to definitely require some money. Who's your favorite female spider? Who's your favorite female spider? Spider Girl, Spider Woman, Ghost Spider, or Spider Gwen? I'll have to give it to Spider Gwen. Only because of her name. When she's not going with her Spider Gwen, Ghost Spider. It sounds badass. Like, I'd rather call her that. The Ghost Spider. Clue Master, Firefly, and Anarchy. Oh yeah, those would be some good ones. I wouldn't mind Mad Hatter as well. Mad Hatter would be good with the, not illusions, with his tech, with his ability to be able to hit at a psychiatric level. Mad Hatter would be some good special effects. We got Riot, but I want to see Phage Lasher in Agony. I mean, we already used Carnage, so the third Venom movie gotta have something. Did you see Morbius yet? I didn't. It's to be expected. Spider-Man characters solo movies get worse luck. Needs better writers. I didn't see Morbius yet. Some people have been getting on it. Boss Man said that he liked it. I'm gonna watch it, but probably like after it comes out in HD. So when that time comes, I will definitely watch the movie. The Robin and Batman and Robin had the Nightwing logo. He did, but he wasn't Nightwing. That's the only, he was still considered Robin. That's why, hence the name of the movie, Batman and Robin. What they were trying to do. Wait, who said that? Mikkel. They were, if anything, if the Batman and Robin movie would have been successful, it would have led to probably Nightwing getting something in the future. That was the point. Because we already saw in the movie that Robin was going to depart from, well, I can't even say, George Clooney played him last, but he had like, 3 different actors? Because I know it's technically the same Batman in the universe. He just had 3 different people. So I guess I'll say George Clooney because he was tagging with him last. So he already looked like that he was trying to break away from that version of Batman. But then, obviously, the movie failed. So, no Nightwing. We were very close. They were getting it ready. I like that they were trying to get it ready, but my damn, did they drop the ball with that movie. Excuse me. What do I think of the live action Doomsday? Man, they made that motherfucker broken. He was ugly as hell though, but I guess they wanted to make him like a realistic creature looking monster. They wasn't going to give him no mohawk. They wasn't going to give him no ponytail. I mean, which is kind of weird. When I think about it sometimes with his artwork, depending on the writer and artist, does Doomsday get his hair braided at a salon and just ask, yo, can I get the ponytail braided special? Like, who the fuck braids his hair? Who the hell would cut his hair to give him a mohawk? Sometimes him being bald just makes more sense, because I don't see this mofo going to no salon getting his hair braided. Come on now. His big ass will break the seat. Have I watched the Eternals? No. Unfortunately, I did not. I'm slacking. I mean, hell, I recently just finished Peacemaker, and I liked it. I did like the Justice League camo they did at the end of the movie. That was unexpected. I will give them that. I mean, granted, Superman would have been there like first. Well, the Flash or Superman, either one of the two. But, you know, it's Peacemaker's show. He had to finish the job. You said you were a Power Rangers geek. There is a video game on Power Rangers Samurai. Sadly, it's pretty bare bones. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's why there's not a lot of Power Ranger games. They did that, Lightspeed Rescue, but Lightspeed Rescue was ass. The only Power Rangers game that I would probably ever play on this channel would be the one from Super NES. At least you'll have more fun going at it in a beat-em-up style than, you know, the games that we got in the future. I don't even know what they were doing. There was also another one that was trying to do the anniversary edition for the Red Rangers, I think, and that one just it was forgotten. Like, obviously it was ass. They can't seem to do a good Power Ranger game. The only one that would, oh yeah, I almost forgot, Battle for the Grid. I mean, that's probably the best. That's the best way to have a Power Rangers game, is to just make it a fighter. I don't see it being any other thing. You saw Morbius as well, but it was as far as I've been seeing. But I'll watch it when I can. I mean, I do enjoy Morbius. I like his take in the animated series of Spider-Man. Even though they took away the blood thing and gave him plasma suckers through his hands, which was weird, but censorship for the time. Whew. But that was a weird one. And Felicia was going out with him, which was weird for the time, but I felt it was weird because of how it was. Like, he got his powers because he had Spider-Man's blood in that one. But there were a lot of origin changes, especially with Black Cat. Her origin change fucked me up the most, because I thought she was an actual super soldier like Captain America for the longest, until I started reading her comics and I found out that she was just a gymnast in a tight skin suit who could somehow still square up with Spider-Man. I don't know, but I'm not complaining. I'm definitely not complaining. I want to see Mr. Freeze again, but done good instead of how they did with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't worry, we will get one in a serious tone someday. But I'm sorry, Arnold's freeze will always be legendary. Who killed the dinosaur? The Ice Age! He was just so into it. That boy, that Batman, kept looking at the Batman movie. I kept telling everyone that boy is going to become Robin. Oh, the boy that he was looking at. Okay, I see what you mean. It's a possibility. I mean, they would have to change his origins because of how his parents died. Yeah, his parents died a different way if he's going to be Robin, but we never got his name. Do you watch the entirety of the Justice League Snyder Cut? Nah, I kind of fell off, I will admit. I just haven't been able to really sit down and watch shows. I've been working 6 days in a week. When I do have time to myself, I'm just in bed, to be honest, just chilling. Just resting my body so I could do it all over again. It was good, Kaiju. Welcome to the live stream. I think Power Rangers would make a great hack and slash. Like, if they could do something like that, I would say beat them up. A good beat them up. So they could use their fists. I mean, I know some Rangers do use swords, but they, for the most part, most incarnations have guns. So I could see them just, beating the crap out of them, pull out the gun in a combo, and just go like that. Like, the Power Rangers was all about stylish action. There's a ROM hack of Zero Ranger for the NES. If you get a retro USB AVS, I would love to see you play that. I'm pretty sure I can get an emulator and play it that way. It'll be much more easier, unless that's what you were talking about. The primary problem with a Power Rangers video game is that since there is a new Power Rangers team every year, now, oh my gosh, you don't have a lot of time to get a game out in time for the show. Yeah, that's true too. It's like every time I turn around, there's another generation. I mean, I lost track really after SPD, but it made sense because I was in my high school years, so I was reaching my final years. That was also around the same time when I fell off of Pokemon, because Diamond and Pearl was my final year. It was high school. And like I mentioned before, I'll say it one more time, but I'll keep it short and sweet. Ash's Pokemon Journey End, Pokemon League Journey ended in the most bullshit way possible. I mean, you guys, if you guys know, you know. I'm not going to get into details again. I'll sound like a broken record. It'll always be bullshit to me, and I will never forgive him for that. We should have a fighting game called Power Rangers versus Ninja Turtles. Oh my gosh, that'd be sweet. Oh man, I still remember when the Power Rangers in Space versions teamed up with the Ninja Turtles from the Next Mutation. That episode was hype, man. Especially when they tag teamed in the end to kick ass. The choreography of the fight scene in that was so good. It made the Next Mutation look like a freaking masterpiece somehow. Like, oh my gosh, they kicked so much ass in the end. It was outstanding. It was like the most beautiful thing you could see back in the day. Oh, I would love for them to do something like that again. But I don't know. It's like right now it wouldn't be as easy because we don't have a live action Turtles show. And plus, not many of the Rangers in today's generations is as popular. And Power Rangers in Space was known as the franchise, the series that saved the franchise. Ugh, it was still a hype fight. Let's see what else. I read that one. Battle for the Grid was cool. I plan to get it. Imagine if Ryu and Chun-Li had Zords. Oh man, that would be that would be funny. Ryu's Zord looking like he got a big ass chest, big back, just because Ryu's piloted that shit. But Ryu wouldn't know how to pilot it because he's not into tech. This motherfucker can't even use a phone. He ain't gonna pilot no damn Zord. Now, if Sakura was helping Ryu out a little, then maybe he'll have a better chance. Still is disturbing by Ultimate Spider-Man's Black Cat how she was 20, he was 15. Yeah, why do you think she said fuck no? Oh man, I hated that moment. It was like the one incarnation where Spider-Man was trying to get it, and she had to say no because of the age difference. It's like, fuck. You ruined it, writers. You ruined it. But, hey, it was what it was. You know, speaking of Power Rangers, have you seen any of the Sentai and Kamen Rider crossover films, which are somehow free on YouTube, since for some reason Toei has not taken them down? By luck, I have seen some kaiju. I have been looking into some of the original counterparts, because when I was getting older, I started realizing that the American version of Power Rangers was just taking Japanese footage and dubbing it, which wasn't bad. It was a good way for us to showcase some things. Sometimes they'll do like Power Rangers, not Lost Galaxy. Power Rangers in Space actually had more American footage than Japanese footage because the in space gimmick was an American thing, since they were more like digital Rangers, if I believe, in the Japanese version. So I think it was kind of cool what they can do when they put their mind to it. They had to make up for Turbo. I mean, I still love Turbo deep down. I always admired Turbo. Their suits was good. I loved the team. It's just because of how the Car Rangers were in the Japanese version, it was not going to work. They should have did with that what they did with In Space. It probably would have saved it better. They were just being lazy and just wanted to use that footage because it was cheap. Black Cat puked on him after realizing, which I found a bit funny. Yeah, I would have puked too. Shit. I would have been mad. And it's sad when you look at that panel too. You see Peter's eyes. He looks so heartbroken. I want to hug him, but then I'm like, I can't blame her because you're 15. So, yeah, let that go. Let that go. I've seen quite a few Sentai and Kamen Rider crossover films. Oh, you did, Kex. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, I read. Oh, no, this is different. She threw up when they kissed too. I mean, that's when the realization kicked in, Macau. It's like when she realized what had happened. I just kissed a dude that was 15. Power Rangers Jungle Fury is what made me and my cousin grew up with. Jungle Fury was a good generation. I liked the sensei in that one. I've seen some of it. It's like I was watching Power Rangers piece by piece. I actually started watching Power Rangers more or less again when they did Megaforce. Because with Power Rangers Megaforce, the whole gimmick of that generation was that they could obviously morph into past Rangers forms and use their powers and abilities. It was kind of cool. We got to see Mighty Morphin again in HD. But, oh my gosh, the legendary battle. The big hype that they were hyping up for a year. So disappointing. It was just so bad. I think one of the most badass things about that final battle, I love that the villain in that arc, he was so badass. That mofo said, that you Rangers are pathetic. I don't have to stand up to fight you. The dude sat on his chair and whooped their ass while sitting down, and the Rangers are standing fighting this dude like if he was standing. He's meanwhile just taking a seat, resting his ass while still kicking yours. That was the most badass thing. That's why I still remember it vividly to this day. That was great. I gotta get a video. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do for you guys personally. I gotta find that video. I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna put it on my Instagram. So please follow me on Instagram so you can see that video. I will do it. It ain't gonna be today, but it will be soon. I gotta do it. I gotta see it again. I haven't seen it since the one time when it aired. But it just felt so pointless, the legendary battle. Like, they hyped it up, but then the Megaforce Rangers handled pretty much 90% of the battle. And then when everybody came, it just felt like they were just picking up the scraps and it was over. And then what's even worse with that was that some of the groups didn't make sense. Like, how the fuck did you get Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to show themselves, but then you had Power Rangers Zeo show themselves? They were the same generation. Then you had Turbo show themselves, the same generation. It made no sense. They ditched off Tommy's colors because he was the Green Ranger. I'm guessing he had the Legacy Morpher. I guess he just happened to chose green at that point. But it just really did not make sense. Some of the Ranger generations should not have been there. I understand what they were doing. They were obviously capitalizing on the nostalgia, and they were also using Sentai footage, but it was bad. They should have edited it much better. It was ridiculous. I think that the Black Cat has the biggest cakes I've ever seen. I mean, with that skin-tight outfit, it's no wonder, but I got to give it to Rogue. I mean, if you guys seen that one video of Rogue when she was fighting Apocalypse himself, my damn, they made extra emphasis on her ass. Holy shit, Rogue. It's like that scene. You don't give a fuck about anything because her ass is just there. It was astonishing. If you guys don't know what I mean, just search it up. I don't know, X-Men versus Apocalypse. You'll see it. I think Super Mega Force would have benefited from a better budget. Also, I think you'll like Power Rangers Hyper Force. Is that the new generation? Like I said, I've been off for so long. I wouldn't mind watching Power Rangers again. I mean, the good thing about Power Rangers is that you get a kick-ass episode every episode, no matter the generation. It's just Megaforce had the worst actors. Oh my gosh, the Red Ranger. How do you have the leader of your group be the worst actor? I understand. I read up it's because obviously he was a model. He looked good. But it's one of those situations where looks did not overcome talent. He should not have been the lead Red Ranger because he needed to be the character that we had to believe to lead his squad. And he had the weakest. Like, oh my gosh. How did Austin, what was his true name? Austin St. John? Yeah. Who played Jason, was more convincing as a leader at the age of 17 than you. And he was the only one in that first generation to be in high school. I don't know. There was just something about his voice. He always sounded like he was powerful with this shit. Yeah, it's yeah. All those unnecessary hi-ya noise. Now, did you hear that Godzilla and King Kong are going to be on Call of Duty Warzone? I've seen, when I was on my PlayStation 5, they actually advertised it. How the fuck is that going to work? Are we going to be able to control these guys? Like, I would love to actually play as the King of Kings again. But it's not obviously going to be like how it was with the game. King Kong, wrong character, Godzilla, that mofo, I don't know. I mean, it's cool that they're adding kaijus into Call of Duty, but how the hell is that going to work? Rogue's cake was like a shining sun on the screen. That's a good one, Alpha. A shining sun. Oh my gosh, the animators knew what they were doing with her ass at that moment. Netflix lost 500,000 subscribers after threatening password sharing. Cancel animation and removing any movies with original content. Oh my gosh. Well, that's because nobody want to be paying for freaking Netflix. I mean, password sharing was what made it easier for families to do what they need to do. You know they're going to cancel that. There's no way they can go forward with this. They need their money. Let's see. That's why Gambit want to hit. Yeah. You're right, Macau. That's why Gambit mono me. He saw that ass. Cake is the subterm for that body part now. Yeah, it is. It's the popular phrase, Timothy. The same way people, for some reason, use the word sauce for fight. I still think it's stupid. Nah, I'm just gonna tell you straight up. Look, I'm gonna mess you up. I'll keep it PG a little right there. I'm not going to say, oh, you want the sauce, because then I'm going to sound like an idiot and you won't take me seriously. I'm going to let you know I'm going to mess you up. Hyperforce is a tabletop RPG like Dungeons & Dragons? Really? Huh. I did not know that. I'll have to look into that. Thanks, Kex. Super Mega Force should have been its own season with different characters, but it had to be connected to the previous series because anniversary season, but it could have still worked. Yeah, it still could have been. I remember that they had to connect it, but at the same time, because of the fact that they were using past powers, it was going to be connected no matter what. It's just so bad. They didn't even try, man. They should have edited it better. They just gave up and said, fuck it. The nostalgia will win. No, we're wiser than that, Toei. No, was it Toei? No, not Toei. Did Saban have them at that point? I don't remember. Meaning that upcoming Nerf pop, right? They're going to cancel the Tekken movie or anime movie? I actually wanted to see that. I hope not. People nowadays say, are you beefing each other when they fight? That's understandable. Kinda. At least it sounds better than sauce. I still think of like spaghetti sauce, and like that's not a good fighting term. Black Cat got some wedding cake. I wanted me a piece. Ha! Ha! Oh, you stupid for that. I'd be like, damn. I'd be like, Black Cat, damn. Don't go into the bakery. If you went in there, if you put in any more dough, then I'll be too stuffed by the time I finally get a piece of that. Okay, so it was Saban. All right, so that's before he gave it up to Hasbro's. That's what their name was. If you had to hang out with Kratos, would you? Hell no. Good luck trying to hang out with somebody who doesn't laugh at your jokes, always takes things serious. And Kratos said it in his game. Like, because Atreus thought that he was making a joke, and then Kratos told him straight out, I'm always serious. Like, good luck with that. He'll probably tolerate you for a little. Just don't try to fight him. Just don't try. He'll let you live if you don't try to engage. I think Black Cat suit in the PS4 was the most practical and functional. It looked like a stealth suit. Yeah, they did a good job. I'll give them that. Like at first I thought it's not bad that they updated her look. I actually want a figure based off of that suit. I really do. I want a suit. I want a figure based off that suit now. I gotta have one. And I want a figure of Silver Sable with her suit from that game. I think that's her best look. I'm sorry. The short hair with the jacket and the silver gear. I was like, you know what? This is her best look. She looked practical. She didn't look kind of silly. I mean, she actually looked like a badass. I gave her that. I want that as a figure. It would look so badass in poses with 2 guns. We gotta have one. They've been making figures based off the gaming characters, but they're not making them fast enough. They're slacking. Hard body. At least Miles Morales got a figure. But damn, they need to work on others. Like, I would love to have a Rhino figure based off that series too, because he actually looked pretty cool. But I can't wait to have Venom's big ass as a figure one day. From that series, oh my gosh, he's going to look so beautiful. I really did enjoy SPD, Dino Thunder, and Jungle Fury. Yeah, those were pretty good generations. I enjoyed them, well, for the most part as well. Like, Dino Thunder, I think, was the return of Tommy. So it was an interesting take to see how Tommy would be as a veteran instead of the kid that he was always portrayed as, since his character went to school. Do you have a favorite Mortal Kombat game? That's a toughie. I liked the Deception a little, but I might have to give it to Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 9 allowed you to play as Kratos, had Freddy, and the fatalities were good for the time. It was just like that next big step at the time before we got what we got today. So I would give it to Mortal Kombat 9. Imagine if Spidey meets Bat. I bet he will say, I hate spiders. Nah, knowing Batman, he'll just probably look at him all suspicious because he's another dude in tights. Alright, and let's see. Rank your Spider-Man cartoons? Damn, that's tough. There's so freaking many. If I have to say a top 3, I would obviously give it to the 90s Spider-Man #1. I mean, it's because of that series I became a fan of that Spider-Man, the Venom, and obviously Black Cat. Ah, yes. It's because of that series that I got into a lot of shit. #2 would have to be the Spectacular Spider-Man. The action set, to me, the character designs wasn't, it didn't appeal to me as much. It was like, you know, we lost the realistic look of characters to have them more fluid in animation and just have them look a little on the cheaper side, but it was still a good sit through. At least that Spider-Man was allowed to punch. So the Spectacular Spider-Man, I'll have to rank #3. #2. #3, Spider-Man Unlimited. Short but sweet. That was a good Spider-Man series that should not have lasted only 13 episodes. And the intro to that theme, that series, oh my gosh, it definitely grabbed you. It was weird as fuck though for the time, but it was still a good sit-through. You will not see the end of this. Okay, Kratos line, but I will have my revenge. Who would win between Levy, Winston, and Dayu? Gonna have to elaborate those characters for me, Black Wolf. They need to put Chucky in Mortal Kombat. Then he would be too short. You gotta kick that motherfucker. Now, who will win between Comic Store versus the MCU's Hella? The Comic Store all the way. He's broken beyond belief. No hesitation on that one. All right, but I think with that, I'm gonna actually start wrapping it up from here. It was great talking to you guys again. I mean, it's been, like I mentioned, like 2 months. I felt like we definitely needed this. Just to be on the safe side too, for those that may not have been able to see the stream, I'll probably post the new rules and stuff in the community tab. Also, I'll put it in the Discord. So one more time, just so we can be clear, if you guys wish to pretty much message me directly or like talk with others, I would say in a single place. Discord link is in the description. Go ahead and check that out. Also, Twitter and Instagram in the link tree. If you wish to follow me there, wish to message me directly. I have a parody channel where I do parody content. That's where you could go if you guys wish to see another side of entertainment from me. Oh, message. Okay, that's not important. All right. Yep, another ways of entertainment, to see other levels of entertainment from me. Pokemon Parody Show episode 13 still is in production. I will try to get on it as quickly as I can. I'm going to probably start getting on it. Not this weekend. I got a lot of stuff I got to do this week. So I'm going to have to start getting on a few things on that. But I will get on that. We're going to get some more gameplay. Gameplay is coming back May 2nd. Pre-recorded on a Monday. So stay tuned for that. What game? I do not know. but you will see. And I think I should begin it in a good way, a big way. I can't wait to see what I think of though next Monday. So I'll see you guys soon. Live stream, an official gaming live stream will be next Saturday for sure. And just in case before I go, let's see, it's 6:32 Eastern time. If you guys wish to ask me any more questions regarding the new rules that I set up, or something you did not understand, or questions about the gaming requests, say what you need to say now or forever hold your peace. And time now. Go ahead, ask me anything you need regarding that, and I'll answer it for you so we can clear up any misunderstanding while you got me pretty much able to talk to you live instead of me having to type it to you, or, so it could be understood to you more clear. Levy Winston is the GOAT Ninja Steel Ranger. Okay, no wonder I didn't know. I didn't watch Ninja Steel. While Day was a magician and a major villain in Samurai. Okay, I didn't watch Samurai fully. So I kind of forgot. Damn, that was 2011 too. Now that I think about it. Damn, Power Ranger Samurai is old. See you later, night. It was great talking to you, catching up with you. Have an amazing week this week. Thank you. You too, Jalen. Appreciate it. I'll see you soon, night. Have a good evening. I need to head to bed. No problem, Alpha. You get a good night's sleep. Beware of my Power Green Lanterns. Okay, I guess you're saying beware my Power Green Lanterns might. But yeah, I see what you mean. One more thing. Do you prefer Spider-Man No Way Home or Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? That's tough. That's tough in a way. I mean, Into the Spider-Verse was very entertaining. It was pretty much like the one that set the standard. But I will have to give it just a little bit more, to me, to No Way Home. Only because of all the shit they were able to add in that movie. Like, yeah, some of the plot points, when you really look at it, could have been solved if people just fucking communicated. But seeing Tobey Maguire Spider-Man come back alongside with Andrew Spider-Man, like, we grew up with these characters, and for them to come back to play their roles again for this movie and see the villains that we admired back in the day, it was just like one of the most surreal things when you're seeing it as an adult. I remember seeing Tobey Spider-Man in 2002. I was in middle school. No, wait, was I? Yeah, I was in 5th grade when he debuted. And now here I am, age 30, seeing him don the costume again along with Doc Ock one more time, the original. It's like one of those things where you're thinking to yourself, damn, I actually grew up on this shit. Seeing it again in theaters was just a really good moment. Now you will forever be my favorite YouTuber. I love talking to you. Hey, no problem, Alpha. Love talking to you guys as well. Anytime. As much as I can possibly can. And Kaiju, you said you missed the new rules. Okay, to put it brief and simple, Kaiju, one of the rules is that now, if you have like personal affairs that is happening in your personal life, I just advise that please keep it to yourself. Don't put it in the community chat. If you need to talk to me personally about it, if you need advice, you could always go on my Discord, follow me on my Instagram or Twitter, and do a direct message. But I'd prefer it to be like left out of chat. I mentioned that if it does happen, you get a warning, then you get time, then finally you get banned. Another thing, Kaiju, is that when I'm doing gaming requests, I mentioned too that if you really want me to get a specific game, you can use the super chat to donate for that game. So that way you'll be able to buy it. Not buy it, sorry. That way I'll be able to buy the game that you request. So that way, because most people who request me games, I usually put them in polls. But if the person is donating money for me to get that game, then I'll get it myself. I'll use that money to get the game and then I'll play it. So that way I feel it's a fair way for me to get the game sooner. It'll guarantee me playing the game that you asked for. and that way it won't take me as long to be able to get to play it, I should say. It's optional. It's not mandatory. You can still request games for free, but just know that the game, I'm just getting games that people will more likely want to see. I'm not gonna try to burn money on games that people are just gonna, just look over when I do play it. That's another thing. Another ruling that I had too as well is that I'm no longer gonna be looking at comments that say, "Hey, Night Edge, look at my past comment," because I feel it's a waste of my time when I'm trying to play a game. So if that comment has been uttered, you will get warned. If it continues, of course, you get time. Do it again, you get banned. So my advice to that, of course, Kaiju, and everyone listening, I should say, is you can type it again. Timothy himself said that he will copy and paste it for you if he sees it, so I can guarantee it. Or if you really want to guarantee me seeing it, you could super chat, which will pin your comment automatically, and I'll see it automatic. Again, the super chat is optional. You don't have to donate. It's just an option. I'm just letting you know. So that's pretty much, for the most part, the new rules, new updates, new video techniques will be applied to my future gaming videos, at least for pre-recorded, and along with other surprises that I do plan to show as time passes. But for now, this is the best that I could say and do. My return will be May 2nd. Pretty much next Monday. Live stream will be next Saturday, the following Saturday, I should say. What games, I do not know, but I will keep you guys posted on the community post. Oh, and favorite non-Joestar JoJo stan. I did not watch the series through, unfortunately, so I wouldn't be able to answer that question for you. Sorry, missed the comment. Kaiju, so I'm sorry. Me saying you were born in the 1900s. Oh, yeah, I thought I was 100 years old. Night, how do you not get distracted by your wallpaper? I mean, when you have it for a long time, you get used to it, like any other thing. Was a good stream, Night. Hope you have a good rest of the day till next time. Of course, you too, Kaiju. Thank you for joining on the live stream, and I'll see you next time. I'll see you later too, Timothy, and thank you again. Once again, I will make sure to put the new rules in the community post in the Discord server. And with that, I will see you all next time. Please stay healthy, stay blessed. And as always, have a good rest of the day. Night Edge signing out.